Hi everyone and welcome back on my YouTube channel. In this video I want to talk you about a new technique. It is called PRAW Prismatic Right Angle Weave. It is a new technique and you can make it with more than 4 beads. You know that PRAW is made with 4 beads, a base of 4 beads, and you can make PRAW with more than 4 beads, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. The only thing you have to consider is that you have to use 2 sizes, different sizes of beads. So in this case I've used 8/0 beads, golden 8/0 beads, and 11/0 turquoise beads. So to make this technique you can use 2 4mm fire polished beads and 3mm fire polished beads. So let's start. To make our tubular of PRAW Prismatic Right Angle Weave, you will need obviously a needle. I'm using a size 10 needle and I'm using monofilament thread because I think it is the proper thread for this technique. I don't like the thread between the beads, so you can use this kind of thread, or you can try using threads like Miyuki or Sono to make tubular with the same size, the same color of thread and beads. So in this case I'm using 0.25mm thread, but you can use other size too. I'm showing to you the tubular with very large beads because I want to show you all the steps in the best way. And I'm using 4mm golden fire polished beads and 3mm emerald fire polished beads. So pick up 5 golden fire polished beads and bring them at the end of the thread. Then pass again through the first fire polished bead and then into the other fire polished beads and make some knots. So pass through the next fire polished bead, pick up 1 3mm fire polished bead, 1 4mm fire polished bead, and another 3mm fire polished bead, and pass again through the same bead. This is the final result. So go on and pass again through the next 4mm fire polished bead. Pull the thread. Now, as you can see, we have a 3mm fire polished bead on the left side of the module, so you have to pick up only a 3mm fire polished bead and a 4mm fire polished bead. So you have to pass through the 3mm fire polished bead we have of the previous sequence and the next fire polished bead of 4mm. And this is the second module. Repeat this step. So pass through the next 4mm fire polished bead, pick up a 3mm emerald fire polished bead and another 4mm fire polished bead and pass again through the sequence 3mm and 4mm too. And again another time pass through the next golden bead, pick up another emerald bead, another golden bead, and pass through the sequence. Now you have to close the tubular, so pass through the next golden fire polished bead, the next 3 mm emerald bead, close the tubular and pick up a golden 4 mm fire polished bead and pass through the opposite 3 mm fire polished bead. To secure this sequence, you have to pass again through the beads. So pass again through the bottom 4 mm golden beads, the right 3 mm bead, and now you have to pass again through the whole sequence of beads, the 5 4 mm beads, to close them into a circle and secure them to join them together. So this is the first sequence of PRAW, of our tubular in Prismatic Right Angle Weave. To go on with this technique, you have to repeat all the steps we have just made. So pick up another sequence of a 3 mm emerald fire polished bead, a 4 mm golden fire polished bead, and another 3 mm fire polished bead, and pass again through the same fire polished bead. Then you have to repeat the same step, pass through the next 4 mm fire polished bead, pick up a 3 mm fire polished bead, a 4 mm golden bead, and pass again through the previous 3 mm emerald bead and the 4 mm golden fire polished beads you have at the base. So you have to go on in this way to make your tubular. As you can see, the result is different. If you use 4 mm and 3 mm fire polished beads, you have larger tubular, and you can use it as a Pandora for your bracelets or your necklaces. You can make a lot of things. You can play with the colors too. If you use smaller beads, you can make some bracelets, some necklaces and earrings and whatever you want. So I hope this video tutorial could be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like it, please thumbs up, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.